Havana says its forces shot and killed 4 exiles and wounded 6 others who sailed into Cuban waters aboard a Florida-registered speedboat Wednesday. The government alleges they were attempting a terrorist infiltration of the Cuban territory. Officials say the boat's passengers opened fire on a Cuban patrol after border guard troops approached the vessel when it entered their territorial waters off the north coast of Cuba, about 160 kilometers from Florida. Cuba claims someone on the speedboat shot and injured a commander, prompting return fire.
Suffice it to say, it is highly unusual to see shootouts in open sea like that.
In the wake of Wednesday's incident, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the U.S. Embassy in Havana is working to get access to other people who were aboard the vessel to determine if they are American citizens or permanent residents. The incident comes amid heightened tensions with the U.S., which has blocked oil shipments to the island in a bid to pressure the communist-run government to make economic and political reforms. Rubio says this was not a U.S. operation and is not taking Havana's word for what happened.
We're not going to base our conclusions on what they've told us. And I'm very, very confident that we will know the full story of what happened here, and we will know it soon. And then, we'll respond appropriately based on what that information tells us.
In a statement, Cuba's Interior Ministry says the boat traveled from the U.S. and all of its passengers were Cuban residents of the United States, most of them with a known history of criminal and violent activity. The ministry adds they were wearing camouflage, armed with assault rifles, handguns, homemade explosives, ballistic vests, and scopes. An additional Cuban suspect was detained inside the country in connection with the alleged plot, according to the ministry.
The best way to prevent an attack is for imperialism to have to calculate the price of attacking our country.
Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel says the Caribbean country will defend itself against any terrorist and mercenary aggression that seeks to undermine its sovereignty and national stability. Cuban authorities say the 6 people who were wounded on the speedboat are now in custody and receiving medical attention. Mackey, City News.